Hello everyone, this is Matt from MMORPG.com, welcoming you to another episode of Inside the Den, a quick peek inside a game's features and overall gameplay. Today inside the Den we're going to take a look at Dungeons & Dragons Online, a 3D MMORPG from Turbine. Now if you like what you see in this video and you want to learn more about Dungeons & Dragons Online, you can check it out over at MMORPG.com or you can click the link below. Alright, here we go. So as you can see, I'm starting all new. I do have some characters on another server in the game, but we're going to go ahead and walk through the whole process of creating your character so you guys can see what that's all about, see the options that are available, and also there's a pretty quick tutorial that doesn't take too long. As you can see with a free account, so we are looking at a free-to-play game, it does give you 2 character slots, so let's go ahead and create one. Now, the game kind of walks you through, gives you some basic options to start, so you can either start with a melee, a spellcaster, or specialist. The melee consists of fighter, barbarian, paladin, and a monk. As you can see, there's a buy now. We'll get to that in a second. The spellcaster, you have the sorcerer, the cleric, the wizard, and as you see, buy now, the favored soul. And the specialist, which is the ranger, the rogue, and the bard. So we're going to go ahead and go with the melee class. We'll go with a barbarian. The other thing that it does is it tells you the solo ability of the class. So as you can see, the paladin's very good, seeing that they wear heavy armor, are able to defend really well, and also have some healing potential and buff spells. We're going to go ahead and go with the barbarian. And as you see here, there's these paths that you can take. And as you see right here, you'll watch as I change them, you'll see the statistic change based upon the direction that you choose. You can customize it if you want, and they'll give you just some base stats. We're going to go ahead and go with the one that will give you the most strength. So there we go. Now with the races, there's 4 races available to free-to-play players, and then as you see here, 4 that you can buy: the Warforged, the Half-Elf, the Drow, the Half-Orc. Each one has its own kind of bonuses, and you can see here adjustment to statistics based upon the type. We're going to go with a dwarf as we don't have any of these options available, or else we would go with a half-orc because that gives us even more strength, but we'll go with the dwarf. We're going to actually go with a male dwarf. So then the look, as you can see here, there's a lot of different hairstyles that you can choose from. You can really, not only can you pick your hair color, but you can narrow it down to a shade inside of each color, which is kind of cool. So a lot of different options when it comes to that stuff. A lot of different eyebrow options, eye types. You can go with like a steely gray. We'll go there. You see a lot of noses, lips, facial hair. Go with the bushy beard. Facial detail, which is scars, glasses. Where's that eye patch? There we go. Let's go with a nice light color. You can also randomize it and get something that's completely different, or just if you want to get in quick but you want something that kind of personalizes your character. So let's pick a name. Let's try one of my usual. Alright, so the name was available. Let's go ahead and get inside so we can start this tutorial. Now the game was once pay to play, and was migrated free to play as the player base was actually flailing, and Turbine chose to take the game free to play, and as soon as they did, the player base exploded. This does use a later version of the rule set of Dungeons & Dragons. I believe it's 3. I don't know, I haven't played D&D since I was a kid, so I don't remember all the different reiterations that they've gone through. But it is a later version, and as you'll see, there are some things that it doesn't use your traditional base statistics and some of the things that you'll normally see on weapons and skills and stuff like that. It is pretty unique in all the different little pieces that it has. So let's talk to this guy. Yeah, looking for bodies. Seem to miss the lace. All right, lead the way. So WA, S, and D will move your character around, and these little tool tips will just stand close by left click to talk to them, arrow keys, or WSA and D. It doesn't have the ability to click, as your clicking is actually your fighting. So as you move along, you can swing away, which is kind of cool. So let's get up here. Follow me. So you can a lot of breakable stuff. Let's see, depends on what you want. So let's take a great axe. So let's get in the inventory. Let's pick up this money first. So did he give us the axe? Oh, there we go. So now we've got this two-handed axe that we can swing around and bust stuff up. The game has a slight persistent world to it, but it's mainly kind of these little instances that you'll go in, and you can either go in solo or you can take a party with you. So there's where we're going on the map. So let's head on up there. But what I was saying is it has these instances. Essentially, the entire game is small little instances. You can either go in as a party, or you can go in solo. Even inside of some of the instances, which is essentially kind of your persistent world type stuff, there's other instances. So it's kind of a so as you can see here, for instance, solo, normal, hard, elite, epic. So it only gives me one option, so we're going to go ahead and go with the solo since we are solo all by ourselves. But obviously as they get harder, they get more and more difficult to do solo, so you're going to want to find a party. The game does have a pretty good party system that you can use. Yes, it is. Who in Kyber are you? So let's talk to her and the barbarian. Let's see. Let's get through this. Alright, I'm ready. Let's go. There we go. The game also has a pretty cool... Alright, let's open the door. Let's go. The game also has a pretty cool henchman system. So if you want to enter some of these caves, you can, or some of these instances, but you want to do it solo, but you don't want to deal with trying to find a party. You can actually spend money, and you can go out and find. Let's ring this bell. It won't work. Whatever. So, anyways, you can go and you can hire the henchmen, and they can go into the zone with you, and essentially it will allow you to complete it without having to find a party. So it's a pretty cool system. It allows you to do a little more soloing. I think they may have created it when their player base was, like I said, was declining, but since then their player base has gotten a lot better. And as you can see, this is the grouping section, so you can go in. You can really quickly find groups or put yourself up that you're looking for a group, which is pretty cool. That you get that by pressing O. So let's open this door and continue on. See if we can't get through this a little bit faster. Alright, where are these guys? La 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 la. Alright, there we go. So it's a pretty basic system. You just find the creature that you want to attack and just start clicking away, and there we go, they're all dead.
There are more of them up there. Stay alert. The righteous fight you!
So the nice thing is, if you run this tutorial, you actually get a pretty good weapon based on for your class, and it does allow you to select the weapon that you want to choose to use, depending upon, you can use it depending upon your class or kind of what your personal preferences are. But it does, basically they just are incentivizing you to run the tutorial, which, you know, it never hurts to run the tutorial, learn what a game's basic commands are and stuff like that. All right, thief, open the door. Let's do this.
Good work. I see a key down there. Who's up for a swim?
All right, so
Hydrophobia mean anything to you? You grab the silver. Play with swimming in the surface.
and the breath system that it has in the game when you are swimming is pretty nasty. It you start to take damage pretty quick, so you don't want to stay underwater too long. But there, trust me, there's
Let's take a moment to rest.
yeah, fuck resting. Let's go.
I still got plenty of stamina. I could go all night long. Crikey.
Let's get him to destroy. Alright, let's go. Come on. We don't have all day for these videos, guys. Damn NPCs are taking up all my time. There we go.
There's no match for yours truly. You can open the door.
So while we wait, you can take and you can see. Here's a bunch of the different adventures, and the nice thing is it shows your progress. So it'll show you if you've done, you know, solo, if you've done all the way through epic. It's kind of a basic achievement system as you get further along in the game. Some of these are only available to paying players. A lot of paying or non-paying or free-to-play players don't like that, but hey, game's got to make its money somehow. And like I said, their version of the persistent world is the wilderness. So here's one, Korthos' Island. You have access to that from the basic area before you even get to a major city in the game. Here's a quest journal, basic stuff there.
The high priestess should be up
Your inventory,
Owners for much suffering rested squarely upon her slimy web.
your map. And then when you train, you actually you train in feats.
There she is.
Yep, let us in. Let's go take care of her. Get done with this.
Blood now. According to our employer, there's a secret passage around here somewhere leading to Korthos. You boys support.
All right, let's find this secret passage.
Let's leave us to her. You and I'll take care of the important stuff.
Yep, let's get the treasure. So there we go. We'll take all that stuff.
Rogue senses tingling. There's something fishy in this room. Try searching around.
There we go. We found the hidden. There's a lot of like hidden passageways and stuff like that. A lot of little things that are very typical to the D&D universe.
Aliens, tidy laps.
Stuff like that.
Bazoo, here I come.
All right, let's get out of here.
We're almost done. Way out is up ahead.
Let's let her.
First, I want to reward you for this.
Yes, reward me.
Please, come speak with me.
This is the reward. So, as you can see, it's a lot better than the item that they first gave me. So we're going to take that one. Yep. Alright. Let's equip it. Equip this ring. Equip this armor. So you'll see my character change here in a second as soon as I get this armor on. And there we go. So let's head out of here. And so now we're in Korthos Village, and we're going to be able to run around. And there's quest givers and stuff like that. And then, like I said, there's a lot of little instances that you can jump into. But unfortunately, my time is just about up. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's trip inside the den. And don't forget to subscribe and keep yourself updated as each new episode is released. And if you want to play or learn more about Dungeons & Dragons Online, you can read the full review at MMOden.com or click the link below. Till next time, thanks for watching.